Channel 8's transmission costs for the presentation of Robert Mapplethorpe have been paid for by a grant from David E. Adler, Antiques and Oriental Rugs, Scottsdale.
Arizona Art Forum's profiles Mark Klett.
Landscape photography as a genre bored me at first. It wasn't until I worked on a rephotographic survey project and went back to the sites of 19th century photographers that first photographed that I had assumed were photographed in a sort of topographical or neutral way, that I understood how much individual decision-making was occurring in their work, and that got me very interested in the idea of making landscapes. After a while, I think if you begin to follow a certain photographer's work long enough, you begin to see why they chose the subjects that they did and why they chose their vantage points. Part of the curiosity for me is determining why, for example, Bell might have chosen that one spot. He was right out towards the edge of a ledge when he took that picture. Well, when I got there, I realized why he did that, because he got a better view of the river. I'm interested in the kind of traces that people leave in the landscape, and I often consider it to be an interest in artifacts. I'm interested in artifacts that are both old and things in our present culture that are going to become the future artifacts. I'm also interested in the idea that the photograph itself is an artifact that I make. So as a photographer, I'm leaving traces of my own presence. I think you can make landscapes look like a 19th century landscape, but to do that you have to exclude certain signs of our presence. Like the Bell photograph of Perched Rock, just to the east side of that is a highway going by it. And if you just crop the picture into Bell's cropping, you'll never notice it. But the fact is that it's there. This place is no longer isolated, remote. It's right by the side of a highway. We can't look at this landscape as exotic territory anymore. It's where we live. It's part of who we are. And it's very important for us, I think, to begin to see this as that. Not as a monumental space, but as a place that we share.
For more information on the art of Mark Klett, write to Arizona Art Forums, Channel 8 Television, Arizona State University, Tempe, 85287. Arizona Art Forums is made possible by grants from the Marshall Fund of Arizona, Empire Machinery, your Caterpillar dealer in the Southwest, and Security Pacific Bank, Arizona, providing personal attention and a network of banking services throughout the West.
Here's a brief look at what's ahead this summer as television comes alive. Alive from off-center. First, Alive from off-center hits the road with Mark Rappaport's stylish comedy, Postcards. Fred and Janet are in love, or so they say.
Dear Freddie, would love to be in one of your landscapes with you. Just the two of us, somewhere fabulous and primeval.
Ron Vaughter of Sex, Lies, and Videotape stars in this witty, twisted tale of romance on the road and on the rocks. Then, Alive is off to Hawaii for a look at the hula most tourists never see. Robert Muggy's Kumu Hula captures the simple beauty and rich culture of this ancient island tradition. This year, Alive has teamed up with television producers from around the world to bring you 5 energetic shorts. Music transfer. Each piece draws on images and music unique to its native land. Gospel and rap come together in the American entry, Hammer. Japan's Buto dance reveals a part of Japanese culture rarely seen on television. Aideen and Ethel Velez's Dance of Darkness sheds new light on this powerful form of expression. Later this summer, by popular request, Alive from Off-Center goes into Rewind for a special encore of last year's hit, The Way Things Go. This decidedly low-tech chain reaction has captivated audiences with its hypnotic, perpetual movement. But be warned, once you start watching, you may not be able to stop. Alive shifts from the simple to the surreal as we enter the mysterious world of La Chambre. Gothic film mixes with modern dance to create a place that can exist only in dreams. Finally, Alive from Off-Center wraps up the season with a special 1-hour dramatic presentation. Jim Cartwright's critically acclaimed drama, Road, has been called a breakthrough in bringing challenging theater to television.
Every single thing's a disappointment. Oh, come on, Louise.
Come on, have another. Stay and I promise you something different.
Well, that's it. Just a small taste of what's ahead this summer, where television comes alive. Alive from Off-Center.
Watch Alive from Off-Center, Wednesdays at 10:30, premiering July 4th.